Don't forget to like the video, share and subscribe to the channel if you like the content. If you're a hater, just click the X at the right of your screen. If you want the access to exclusive content, follow us over there onto Patreon. All of the links to access my content are in the description box below. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for being a part of my channel. I really and truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. Y'all, I don't know how many times I started this reading at this point. I am not reading on what they keep, or what I say. I guess I'm not going to tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm going to recap what I keep getting, okay, in these messages. It's about whoever that was who is trying to, you know, has been trying to stop your bag, okay? And they're giving me they keep showing me like that Elon Musk case, you know, is just dropped recently. So y'all may be finding out about a case being dropped or let go because somebody was trying to persecute you illegally. That may be coming out in this time. I would like to not give any court messages. So we're just going to see. I'm going to check like the people around you. See how people are viewing you in this time, you know, and what's going on. Okay. So if we can, I would like to stay far away from any legal messages. Let's see. How are the people in your environment at work viewing you in this time? How are the people in your environment, at work, viewing you in this time? Okay. I heard, who are you? Okay. So I feel like the people that you're working with in this time are feeling a little bit confused, okay? They're feeling confused by you. It's like they see that you show up, okay? You show up for work. We've got keys on a ring and then ring. Okay, so people may feel like they've got more of, they don't know where they stand with you. They feel like you don't give them a whole lot of information about yourself. And it's like they feel very tied to you. I feel like the people that you're working with actually want to form more of a serious bond with you. Like, I feel like, you know, they feel like you are somebody worth getting to know. All right. Don't be shocked if you've got people at your place of employment that are trying to like, oh, well, let's go out to lunch, you know, let's go get lunch together or something like that. Because I feel the people who are working with you in your environment, they don't feel like they really know you, but they want to get to know you, okay? They feel like you're keeping them at an arm's length, like at a distance. It's like you give them the information that they need, but you don't give them anything else, okay? You have been very private with your information, and honestly, I feel like that's the way it needs to be because a lot of y'all have been experiencing things go on at your place of employment where it's like people are messy and you're just like, you can keep that mess over there. I would like to keep my space healthy. I would like to keep the energy in my cubicle clean. Like, I just get this energy of you're really focused on, you're like, I'm here to eat, to get my money so I can eat. I'm not here to really make friends, okay? So I feel like the people who you're working with, they just feel like they don't know you. But I see that there's something about you that's very intriguing. Maybe it is the fact that you kind of, I'm not going to say you're standoffish, but it's like you don't get involved, or you're trying to not get involved in any of the workplace drama or the mess, okay? They see you as very focused. It's like it can go on around you, but you're just like, that is on y'all. They ain't got nothing to do with me. They see you as a very strong person, that you can handle a lot of things, and that your endurance is unmatched, is what I'm getting for wands, okay? It's almost like you give off like this warrior vibe. Okay. I don't know if you're like very into fitness or you're getting very into fitness. I feel like people are very drawn to you. They see you as somebody here who it's like I do my work and I go home. Okay. That's exactly how they view you in this time. You don't get involved in the workplace drama, or you try not to be. And I definitely feel like they want to kind of talk to you. There's somebody who wants to talk to you specifically. You're a hard nut to crack, okay? So I feel like there have been people around you at your workplace who have been trying to kind of like, they want to see who's behind the mask or who's under the hat, or there's something about the way that your brain works. It's like, they want to pick your brains. They want to pick your brains, but they feel like you are very protected and you really don't have time. It's like you cut out real quick. It's like if there's something going on after work, it's like you're not really spending your time there. It's like, oh, gotta go. Oh, yeah, that's great. You can converse in certain conversation, but you don't give them anything. Okay, your poker face is very strong. They see you as you do a good job at what you do, but it's like you're only there for one reason and one reason only. They notice that. They know that you're devoted to your job. You do a good job at what it is that you work towards. You have a very analytical mind. You can handle a lot of tasks at once, but it's like when it comes to the socializing part, they feel like they can't get through to you. Okay. So there are people at your place of employment that see you as being very guarded. All right. Being very guarded. Let me see how your family is viewing you in this time. How is your family viewing you in this time? How is your family viewing you in this time? Seduction, attraction, teasing, hookups, and dates, third party. I'm not going to say that your family feels like you a hoe, but oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got swords and roses, clarity and truth, revelation, honor and protection, determination, and underneath it is not enough. Okay, so your family feels like you prioritize a lot of other things over them. Okay, they feel like they want more of your time, but it's like they don't get enough of your time. All right, if this is talking about your family, as in like if you live with your significant other and you consider them family, they feel like they don't get any of your time. You've got other things that you are doing. It's definitely given, they want more of your energy. They're not getting it. I feel like there may actually be a conversation that is brought up in this next little while. This could be something that happens over dinner or over some kind of like big meal or family function where they're asking you about what's going on because they're very curious. I also feel like for some of them, like family members, they're very curious about your dating life. Okay. I feel like there may be uncomfortable conversations that may be brought up in this next little while over, where it is that you see yourself, who you're dating, like things that, I feel like it's not coming from a bad place. It's coming from the fact that they do love you. Okay. If you're wondering if your family loves you, they do. We've got 10 of coins, 10 of cups, and the world. Okay. I feel like I heard you're flexible with who you want to be flexible with. Okay. I feel like you may have put a lot of space between yourself and your family. If you have, they're definitely recognizing this and they want to strengthen the bond between you and them. Okay. I feel like there is going to be some kind of conversation that happens between you and your family to try to strengthen this bond or try to bridge this gap. I see them as trying to, they're going to make some kind of like effort towards you. Like if your family is typically lazy or like whoever this is, that you kind of pulled your energy back from, if they're typically a more lazy person, you're going to notice this person is actually going to put in the work to make amends. Somebody wants to make amends in your family. Okay. This is somebody who is like, you definitely put the distance up. They feel like they can't get through to you or that you don't really want to speak to them. They've been, really, I'm not going to say plotting because that sounds so sinister, but this person has been looking into like, I'm going to do it. And then they just like, don't do it. Okay. So there's something about your energy where it's like you are creating more space. Maybe you've relocated or gotten really comfortable in a different area. Or you've gotten really comfortable in doing, like, I heard out of the box thinking. So you're an out of the box thinker. And you choose your own path, your own direction. I feel like, there's somebody who is in your family who sees the way that you handle your life. They see you as being very professional, very grounded. I feel like you've changed. There's something that's come full circle for you. And they want to reach out. Okay, they want to reach out. I feel like they're very motivated to bring something together or they're taking initiative. Okay? There's somebody here who's taking initiative. I feel like this person, whoever this is, you know, within your family, that you may have separated yourself from. It's like they had things that they needed to handle or wrap up in their life. And I feel like that's also come full circle and they're wanting to meet back up. Okay? So I feel like they're like back and forth on how to do this, but just know that this person is very motivated to change the dynamic between you and them. They want to be closer. They may actually be communicating about a move. Somebody's moving, okay? They may be moving closer or moving. I feel like somebody's making plans to move closer, okay? There's some kind of motivation to move closer, to rebuild the bonds or re-strengthen bonds, okay? I feel like you're really more focused in your work in this time, and I heard your nest egg. So there's something that you've already, like, that has your full attention in this time. And they're very curious about, you know, the things that you're doing, the next moves that you're making. And I see, like, I really feel like they want to know about your partnership, to be completely honest with you. It's like, if you keep your love life low key, they're very curious, because maybe you were a little bit promiscuous in the past, okay? Maybe you have decided that you're going to settle down. Whatever you've decided to do, you've kept that very low key, locked down on a need to know basis, and you don't feel like they need to know. I definitely feel like for some of you who have gotten into connections, you maybe used to talk about your connections, and that's when you were in more toxic connections, okay? Because you don't talk about your connections. If you are in a connection, they know that it's a solid, healthy connection that you're in. It looks like you're leveling out, and they're very curious as to know, you know, how that's going for you. They want to know all about it. They're genuinely interested, okay? How are you going to respond to this family member when they come in? The Lovers, they want to know about your love life. How are you going to respond to them? The Emperor, strong leader. Okay. Maybe they want to know how you did it. Okay. All the changes that you've made, the Chariot, they're definitely coming in, okay? This family member may even want to try to stay with you, or they want to get closer to you, okay? I feel like they may actually try to invite you out to go somewhere. It looks like a one-on-one situation. It doesn't look like they're going to want to have like a lot of people, like they want to catch up, you know, just one-on-one. It's like they haven't spoken to you in some time, or you haven't spoken to them in some time, and they're genuinely curious about your next moves. I see you as actually linking up with this person, okay, and talking to them. It could be a Gemini or an Aries, or somebody who has those placements, okay, or it could be a masculine energy. But I feel like you're actually going to be open to this conversation. But I see you as kind of like staying in control. It's like you give them enough, but not too much. It's like, I'll give you a little bit, but not enough to, you know, affect where it is that I'm going with this connection. I feel like you're still not going to give them all of the information that they want. So if they're in there for tea, you ain't giving it to them, okay? You may give them like little tidbits, but it's like all the information that they are wanting to get, I don't see you as giving it to them. I see you as still kind of keeping a little bit of the distance, but you're also keeping the peace. It's like you're not being too standoffish with your information, but you're very strong in your answers, or whatever it is that you actually have to say or want to say, okay? Because we've seen a lot of fallouts with friends and a lot of things go on in that nature, let's go ahead and look at how we'll say your ex-best friend is feeling about you in this time. How does your ex-best friend feel about you in this time? How does your ex-best friend feel about you in this time? Ooh. They still care. Insane chemistry, chaser, and keys on a ring. Healing heart. Okay, so for those of you who had a disconnect with an ex-best friend, or someone who you might have thought you would take on the journey with you, just know that they still stay informed about your life. They still love you, okay? We've got the Death card. It says necessary endings. They said something about you wouldn't have been able to grow, being connected to this person, okay? We've got 9 of Coins, 6 of Wands, okay, glorious win, prosperity. Okay, your ex-best friend, I'm going to tell you something. They still want you to win. They still want you to win. They are not harboring animosity towards you. They aren't. This is looking like it could be a Scorpio, a Pisces. I feel like they want to heal things. They're still very stuck on you, okay? This would be a connection where it's like y'all were codependent on each other, all right? Maybe you've separated and you've started family lives or something like that. We've got 9 of coins. Somebody may have actually had a child or had become single. There's a lot of lifestyle changes that had happened on your end and on their end, okay? I feel like for some of you, you may have known too much about this person to where they felt the need to kind of close out the connection or not be as close as you were because they were worried that it would affect the union that they had gotten into. It's like you know too much information. They feel like for them to stay in this connection, they would have to kind of like separate you and them because you knew a lot of their, I'm going to say host stories, okay? So there may have been some kind of separation that had happened between you and a close friend. And it's like they still keep tabs on you. They still care about you. They still want to see you win. And I feel like they spy on you from time to time. I feel like some of you may not even be aware of this because maybe you felt some type of way about this ending. But they still, I'm not even going to say they spy on you. Some of them do. But it kind of feels like there's some kind of like psychic connection that you still have with this person. And they tap in every now and again to check in on you to see how you're doing. I feel like I'm seeing a tear come out of that girl's eye. So I feel like they cry every now and again about the situation because they wanted things to be different, or they see things that like things could have been different, okay? I also feel like there are certain achievements that this person has obtained as of recently. They wish that... Okay, you guys, that's where I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. If you would like to have access to the extended version of this video, go ahead and follow me onto Patreon. The link is in the description box below, or you can access the rest of this reading through the membership for YouTube. Anyways, love you guys so very much, and I'll see y'all later.